And now in this video, as a follow-up to my previous video, we're going to discuss different kinds of audiences that you can have for your paper. And so depending on what audience you have, this will vary the kind of paper that you write. Well, if you have a business audience, you're going to use a more formal kind of English. If you're writing for your family, if that's your audience, you're going to have a more informal kind of English. So let's discuss the different kinds of audiences that for your paper and how that impacts how you write. So let me find as soon as I find my book, we'll get right into it. All right, so you got different kinds of audiences. So audience, writers often misjudge their own purposes, summarizing when they should be analyzing or expressing feelings about problems instead of proposing solutions. Before beginning any writing task, pause to ask yourself, why am I communicating with my readers? The question will lead you to another important question. Just who are my readers? What's my audience? So audience, take time to ask questions about your readers and your expectations. Consider questions such as these. Who will be reading your draft? What is your relationship to your readers? What information will your audience need to understand your ideas? The choices you make as you write will tell readers who you think they are, as novices or experts, for example, and will show respect for your reader's perspective. So if you're writing for novices, then you're going to have to define some of the harder words. And if you're writing for experts, you could skip the definitions and just cut to the chase. You could have academic audiences. That would be writing for your teacher. In college writing, considerations of audience can be more complex than they seem at first. Your instructors will read your essay, of course, but most instructors play multiple roles while reading your essay. The first and most obvious role is as coach and evaluator, but they are also intelligent and objective readers, the kind of people who might be informed or called to action by what you have to say and who want to learn from your insights and ideas. Business audiences. Writers in the business world often find themselves writing for multiple audiences. A letter to a client, for instance, might be distributed to a sales representative as well. Readers of a report might include people with or without technical expertise, or readers who want details and those who prefer a quick overview. Public audience. Writers in communities often write to a specific audience, a legislative representative, readers of a local newspaper, fellow members of a social club. With public writing, it is more likely that you are familiar with the views your readers hold and the assumptions they make, so you may be better able to judge how to engage your readers. For help with audience, when composing email messages, see the following chart. Considering audience when writing email messages. In academic, business, and public contexts, you will want to show readers that you value their time. Here are some strategies to writing effective emails. Use a concise, meaningful subject line to help readers sort messages and set priorities. State your main point at the beginning of the email so that your reader sees it without scrolling. Write concisely and keep paragraphs short. Avoid writing in all capital letters. Proofread for typos. You will also want to follow conventions of etiquette. Email messages can be forwarded and reproduced. Do not write anything that you would not want attributed to you that's bad. Do not forward another person's message without asking his or her permission. If you write an email message that includes someone else's words, opinions, statistics, song lyrics, let your reader know the source for that material. Otherwise, you're committing plagiarism. So even in emails, you have to cite your sources. Choose your words carefully because email messages can easily be misread. Without hearing your voice or seeing your facial gestures or body language, readers can misunderstand your message. And so that pretty much we finish purpose. It seems to always want to go back to page 44, but anyway. So if there's any other video topics you would like me to cover, then you could always feel free to email me anytime. And so this ends this video about purpose, tone, and different audiences. So always take into account who is your audience. And then that will determine whether if you're writing for beginners, then you need to define the more technical jargon. And if you're writing for experts, you just cut straight to the chase. So I hope that this brief overview on audience and writing helps you focus on audience and purpose when you write an essay. So this ends this video, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me anytime. So have a great day.